Has anyone ever asked you to take you to coffee and pick your brain? Besides being a horrible metaphor, it's also insulting, implying that everything and everyone you know has the value of one decaf latte macchiato. Usually the asker doesn't mean to be rude. They're awkwardly asking for a favor, like a referral or key information or advice on next steps. And they want to make their request seem friendly. Asking someone to go to coffee can be a shallow request for some deep, valuable insights. So when you want information, like a referral or introduction, make the ask clear and contextual. When asking for a referral, do the following. Be direct, like, Lee, I have a favor to ask. I know you know Anya. Show how it benefits both parties. I understand she is thinking about moving. As you know, I've been a realtor in the area for 20 years, and I'd like an introduction so I can help her find the perfect home, just like I helped you last year. Make it easy. If you're open to the introduction, I'm happy to send over a draft email you can use as a starting point and a little background on why our firm is a good fit for Anya. In this case, the referral request probably took less than 2 minutes. You don't need to do it over lunch or coffee. In fact, busy people will likely prefer a quick and efficient ask. If you want to take them to lunch or thank them in another way, you can do that, but you don't need a tit-for-tat coffee for a referral. After the introduction is made, make sure you follow up with the referral source, regardless of what happened. Thanks for the introduction last week, Lee. I wanted to let you know that I'm now working with Anya. We saw a bunch of houses yesterday, and I think that I was able to show her a few that are going to be a great fit. Or, thanks for the introduction last week, Lee. I wanted to let you know that I had a great chat with Anya, but she chose to go with a realtor who specializes in condos. I appreciate your introduction and your recommendation. It's important to consider the size, difficulty, and value of the ask before making the request. If you're asking a colleague to introduce you to someone they haven't seen in a long time, but that person might benefit from knowing you, maybe it's worth asking. On the other hand, even if the task is logistically easy, if the value isn't obvious, the person might be reluctant to agree. A friend of mine was roommates with someone who now runs a large company. People ask my friend for introductions nearly every day. What's interesting is how many requests are not in the CEO's interest. Think about it. If your best friend were really powerful and someone asked you for an introduction so that they could ask her for a favor that you don't think she'd grant, would you make the connection? Probably not. Take a moment and put yourself in the shoes of the contact. Will they look like a hero for making the introduction? Are they willing to do this favor for you because they owe you one and this is your one big ask? If not, maybe you shouldn't request the referral. Some people will disagree with me and say that it never hurts to ask. That's not true. Over-asking can lead to a breach of trust, an overstepping, which is hard to recover from. It's hard to say no when someone asks for a favor, so when you put someone in that situation, you risk making them uncomfortable around you. More important than any one referral is the established relationship behind that referral. Don't ruin the long-term trust you've built just to achieve a short-term objective.